Good morning, everyone watching this. This is your boy Deric coming to you live from the inside of my truck, sitting outside my office. I'm going to take a break from making some calls today and just come down and talk to you guys about something that I had heard. I've got a few comments and personal messages from some of the videos I've done where people have appreciated it and spoke to them. And again, I'm no preacher by any means at all, but I like to share things when I hear them and they touch me. So this morning I was on the way to the gym. I listened to a lot of positive stuff. And I was watching or listening to something on the way to the gym that really kind of touched me, and it was talking about a bruised heart, right? Do you have a bruised heart, and is it affecting your life? Has someone done something wrong to you? Have you had something that's affected you, and because that person did you wrong, you haven't been able to be right for somebody else? So people can have bruises on their body, right? If you have a bruise on your arm, or a bruise on your leg, or a bruise on anything, you kind of protect it, right? You don't let no one go near it. You don't let anyone touch it. You don't let anyone come near that area at all. It's the same thing with the bruised heart. If someone did something wrong to you in your life, a lot of times you don't let someone else in because of that. And I've been on both sides of that coin, so I'm very aware of it. I've been the guy who hasn't opened up to somebody because I was hurt. And I've been the guy who, on the flip side of the coin, who wanted more love and didn't get it for whatever reason, And it sucks. It totally sucks. And the message that I heard was about, forgiveness and forgiving someone. So when you're little, something could have happened to you. I don't know what could have happened to you, but, someone could have abused you, done something, and that stayed with you. And a lot of times they say what you're supposed to do is forgive that person. And now forgiving that person doesn't make what they did to you okay. If someone hurt you, doesn't make, you're not agreeing with what they did, but what you're doing is you're releasing it, letting it go, and just moving on with your life. Because if you sit there with that bruised heart or that kind of thinking, you can't move forward with the rest of your life. You're always thinking about what someone did. You're going over it time and time again in your head, whether it was a husband or a wife, or whether someone did something to you younger, and it just affects your whole day. I'm in sales, right? So when I go through stuff, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. It sucks. It sucks trying to work when you have something that's really affecting you. A couple years back, I went through something very life-changing in my life, and it totally changed my business for that time. It just was hard to move forward. I was always trying to move forward. It was just hard to let that go. I felt I was done wrong, and I felt something, had happened to me. I didn't like it, and I just held on to it all the time. And you get that victim mentality. And even though you try to work and get through stuff, you just kind of always thinking about that in the background. So I guess the message of this is the bruised heart. Do you have that? Do you have that bruised heart where you're just guarding it? You don't let anybody in, whether it's, a significant other or some other relationship, because something was done to you in the past. Are you holding that back? I deal with this all the time, right? So when I do expired listings, I call people who have, they trusted someone to sell their house for them. They were promised the world, and it doesn't happen. And although their heart's not bruised, right? It's not a bruised heart for them. It's just that wall's up. That wall is up of not trusting you. So I have to go in and tell them that not all realtors are the same, that some actually are pretty good at what they do. And, that's why we all have different results. Obviously if we all did the same thing, we'd have the same results, and either all the homes would be sold or nothing would be sold. Thanks, David. So I guess, so you deal with at little levels and everything all day, but it just, just the story of the bruised heart is something that I don't know, just that saying where you kind of relate it to like a bruise on your arm. If someone touches if you have a bruise on your body and you kind of protect all the time, are you doing the same thing with your heart? Are you not letting someone in who needs to be in? Are you not letting that one family member or the husband or the wife or the boyfriend or the girlfriend, are you not letting them in fully because of something else that had happened to you in the past? And if what you need to do is let that go and then move forward. And again, we're not saying forgive that person. You can forgive and say, okay, I forgive you, but it doesn't mean you condone what they did to you. You're not saying that it's all right what you did. You're just saying, I'm letting that go and I'm moving forward in my life so I can keep moving forward. And this message may speak to one person, it may speak to 1,000. But when I hear these kind of small things, I like to share them just because they affect me. And I figure if they affect me, they might affect somebody else, right, out there. So I hope you guys like the message. I'm just trying to let go and move forward. That's it for today. Talk to you later.